a veterinarian, I hear a lot of dog and cat names in my day-to-day life. So today I'm going through 15 names that I've heard in the last week or two, and I'm ranking them from best to worst. So let's get right into it with kind of an odd name. So I met this dachshund puppy named Soup, and I actually had to double check with the owner. I was like, oh, soup, like a can of? And they're like, can of soup. I love the creativity on this name, but it's weird. I asked them why, and they're like, oh, well, when we got Soup, he was only the size of a can of soup, which is really cute. And like, it was a really cute puppy. So points for creativity, and I love that it's not just like a common, normal name, but I also feel like Soup doesn't just roll off the tongue. I'm gonna put this in the neutral category because objectively, I don't know if it's a good name. Like, it's just weird, but I like it because it makes you ask questions. It makes you want to know the story behind the name Soup. Soup is gonna go in the neutral category. Okay, so the next name I heard in the past couple weeks was Paw McCartney, like P-A-W McCartney. I'm a sucker for a good punny name. And there's a lot of good punny celebrity names that incorporate like paw or bark. And this one was cute. It fit the dog. It was a bit original. Like, I've met other Paw McCartneys, but only like one or two before. I like it. I think it works. I think it's just unique enough that, like, you know, you don't like walk down the street and always meet Paw McCartneys, but I would put it in the good category. I don't think it's great because I've heard it done before. It's also on lists of, like, if you just Google like punny celebrity dog names, it's on those lists, but I still like it. I think it is cutesy, and you know, it has a lot of nicknames. Like, you can just say Paw, which is kind of a cute little nickname for a dog. Come here, Papa. Or, you know, you can go like McCartney, which is kind of more sophisticated and kind of cute. So I would put that definitely on, I'd put that on the good side. Okay, next up, Luna. I think in the past 2 weeks, I met 5 Lunas. I'm sorry. Luna is going bottom of the list in the worst category. It's not that Luna itself is a bad name, but it's so overdone. Every third dog that comes into the vet clinic is Luna. It's gotta go at the bottom of the list just for sheer lack of creativity. And I also feel like when your dog's name is Luna, it doesn't tell me anything about the dog. I feel like that's just like typical like Spot. Every dog in a movie is named Spot. It lacks creativity, it lacks imagination. I've gotta put it at the bottom. And guys, let me know if you think I'm being harsh on Luna or the other names that end up in this bottom category. Again, this is just my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion, and if your dog's name is in the bottom of the category, I'm so sorry. But come on, Luna, let's just be a little more imaginative. I don't know. So a name that is a little bit more imaginative, and I've met them before, but like, I love this name. Chewbacca. Chewbacca is in the great category. It is exceptional, great, fantastic, wonderful. I love the name Chewbacca. And the reason I love the name Chewbacca is because every Chewbacca that comes into the vet clinic looks like a Chewbacca. They've got this cute little like underbite. They've got this like scraggly face. They oftentimes have like these really small eyes and like really shaggy fur. They are so cute. That is just my type of dog. And this Chewbacca was 100% that. It was a cute little brown, shaggy mop of a dog with the tiniest eyes and the biggest underbite. It had like 3 teeth left, and it was so cute. It made these little grunty noises. That name is a top tier name for me because I feel like every Chewbacca I've ever met is just an exceptional looking dog. Like, they're weird. Don't get me wrong, these dogs look weird, but I love it. They're like the good weird. And that name is a good weird name. Like Chewy. Like Chewy itself is definitely a bottom tier name, but Chewy, when it's short for Chewbacca, amazing. No notes, no notes. Okay, next I have Beaver. I met a beaver. He was very cute. He was white with brown spots. I think he was like a pointer or something. Very cute dog. And I think that Beaver is a really cute name. I mean, you're naming an animal after an animal. And Beaver is, I don't know, I feel like that's pretty unique. He's the only beaver I ever met. I feel like it's cute. It's short. Come here, Beav. Come here, Beaver. I like Beav as a nickname, which I think when I'm thinking about names, I often try to think about nicknames for them because you're never gonna like give your dog, you know, you're never gonna say your dog's full government name unless they, of course, are in trouble. So I think like, hey, Beav, that's really cute. B, I guess could be a short nickname, but I would put this in the good category. It's unique, it's cute, rolls off the tongue. Come here, beef, come here, beaver. And it's, yeah, it just fit the dog. It really did, it fit the dog. I mean, obviously you didn't meet the dog, but like, you just gotta trust me, it fit the dog. Okay, next up, let's see, I did, Cooper. Yeah. Cooper's one that's been overdone. I feel like when the mini Coops came out, Cooper was like, it boomed in baby names and in dog names. There's something about a name working for both a baby and a dog that I'm like, maybe you shouldn't name either your dog or your baby that name. I think that Cooper is one of those where I'm just not in love with it. I think, again, I meet like 6 Coopers a week. It doesn't give me a lot of insight into that dog's personality. I feel like oftentimes the Coopers are doodles. It does kind of fit, honestly, like the tan doodle. I don't tend to like be drawn towards those dogs. I don't tend to love that name. I do like Coop. Coop is a cute nickname. That's why it's not going at the very bottom. I would put it at bad still, but it's not the worst. It's just overdone. It lacks creativity. It doesn't tell me anything about the personality of your dog. Okay, little girl. This was a little Chihuahua with a really like elderly old man owner, nicknamed name Little Girl. This is going on the worst tier. This is going further than the worst tier. This is my least favorite name, I think, ever. Because, and hear me out, I picture the owner of Little Girl at a park, you know, yelling, "Come here, little girl, come here, little girl." I don't like that. I think that's weird. Oh my God, do you want to treat little girl? It just doesn't feel right. Plus, it's a long name, Little Girl. I think when you have 2 words for a name, it just can be like, it doesn't work for me. Then I like think about the nickname, I'm like, little doesn't work. Lil, girl? That's just like a bad nickname. Come here, girl. It feels like impersonal, so you have to say little girl. And then I don't like it. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. And then like walking into a room being like, oh, like I'm gonna examine little girl. Like it just didn't feel right. I didn't love it. It's going on the worst tier for me today. I don't know. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you agree? Or maybe I'm off base. And like he was a very sweet old man who was owning this dog. I'm sure he named the dog like Little Girl. You know, he's just a sweet old man. But like I didn't like saying the name. It just felt weird to me. Okay, we're gonna go with Galileo. Galileo he was just a mutt. He was a cool dog though, really chill. And I've never heard a dog named Galileo. I immediately like wanted to sing like Bohemian Rhapsody. I won't sing them, but I liked it. And it's a longer name, like Galileo, like 4 syllables. And I was like trying to think of nicknames, Gal, Leo. They don't really work, Gally, but I liked it. A lot of this ranking has been based on, can you come up with a fun nickname for it? And like for Galileo, I can't really come up with a fun nickname. Maybe you guys can, but I liked it. I actually think that this is a great name. I don't know a lot of Galileos. This is the first dog Galileo I've met. It's unique, it's a pretty name, and it's fun. I'm putting this in great. Maybe it should go in good, I'm not sure. I really, really like it though. It's going great. Next up, I have Loki. I've met a lot of Lokis. I tend to really like the dogs named Loki. I like a dog that's kind of skinny and lanky who's named Loki. I once met an Afghan hound named Loki, and if you know what those dogs look like, it looked like a Loki. Like it fit. This dog was kind of like a shorter, fatter, low to the ground dog. I don't know what breed it was. I think it's just a mutt, but it didn't really fit the dog. But I like the name Loki. It's short, you don't need a nickname. Loki, it's like a little bit unique. It's not completely overdone, but I mean, it's definitely been done. I would put it in the neutral category. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's the greatest name ever, and I don't think it's the worst. I think it's cute, especially when it fits the dog. That's what I would say. When it fits the dog, I think it's good. Yeah, I put it in the neutral category. Next up, Wrigley. I lived in Chicago for a year. Every other dog's name was Wrigley. I got a little bit sick of this name. I think it's a bad name. I think, again, it's been overdone. I think it lacks creativity. I often feel like the Wrigleys are the golden retrievers, the golden doodles. It's like a very happy dog type name. And I don't know if that necessarily fits the dog. It doesn't have a good nickname. Lee. It makes me think of Wrigleyville or what is it, Wrigley Stadium? Is that what it's called? So I'm not a big sports girl. I don't really love that. The name doesn't do anything. It doesn't evoke any good emotions for me. So I'm putting that in the bad category. Let's see, what else do we have? Princess. Bottom tier, sorry. Again, So many princesses this week. I feel like any like foo-foo name, princess, it always makes me sketched out with the dog. Any name that's like, oh, my dog is like a princess, or my dog is like a good girl or whatever, makes me immediately sketched out, because I feel like those dogs always need to disprove their name. They're always like the chihuahuas that are like trying to bite you. They're always like the really crusty white dogs who, honestly, those ones are always like really good in the clinic, so that's a bad example. But, or like you'll have like a really aggressive, like large breed dog who's like trying to bite you, but its name's Princess. Hate it. Overdone, overused, often a mean dog. And I'm not saying your dog is mean, but in the vet clinic, whenever I hear princess, I get scared. Your dog is probably amazing at home, but I'm just saying, princess in the vet clinic, always a red flag for me. So that's gonna go worst category. Next up is Goose. Goose is an iconic name, I think. I think of it as like silly goose, which is like a really cute little like trend for like clothing. Like they have a cute little silly goose, or like how to decorate like a cake, like a silly goose cake or a silly goose themed birthday party. I love it. I love the name Goose. This goose that I met was a Cumberland Spaniel. So like think like a really droopy dog, like really pretty white dog with brown spots, droopy spaniel ears. Everything about this dog was droopy. Eyes droopy, skin droopy, belly droopy. Droopy dog named Goose. So cute. That is a great name for me. It's short, it's cute, it's perfect. I love it. No notes. Goose. Next up, I have Clementine. I think Clementine is it's going in the good tier. The most unique name I've ever heard. I've heard Clementines before, but it's cute when it's golden retriever named Clementine, or like a little just like a happy, cute dog named Clementine. I don't know why, I think Dalmatians named Clementine would be really cute. It's easy to shorten up. You can say Clemmy, Clem, but I think Clemmy is really cute. I think the idea of having like this bright orange fruit that's like just happy, like Clementine makes me happy. And I think it's just a sweet girl's name. And it's often like happy-go-lucky dogs that are just like adorable. Good category, 100% good category. Okay, this is a weird name. Again, it's kind of like soup. I met a cat named Enzyme. I'm gonna put this in my neutral category because objectively, Enzyme doesn't roll off the tongue. It's a weird name. You're like, Enzyme, Zyme, weird name. But the story was fabulous, and I give points for creativity and when it makes me wanna ask, why did you name your cat that? So it was this cute little couple. They were both like science people, like they met in PhD, like graduate school, earning their PhD in some science. It was a little over my head. They said on one of their first dates, they went to the shelter and were like looking at cats, and they fell in love with this cat. They were like, well, maybe on a couple dates, this is like weird, we can't like adopt a cat together. So like one of them adopted the cat, but it kind of became both of their cats. They named it Enzyme because they said, this is what they said, it was a catalyst in their relationship. That cat was like what brought them together and made them strong and like blossomed their relationship. It was a catalyst, which is the cutest name I think I've ever like heard for like science nerds who, you know, love science and love their cat. And so because of that, it's going in the neutral category, even though it's objectively a weird name. But also I love when cats have weird names. Like I just think that fits for cats. Okay, and then I think I have like two more fluffy worst category. Pets are fluffy. Every animal's name is fluffy. I've heard it a million times. Like, unless you have like a Pomeranian that's like, is fluff. And even then, it's just so it's so on the nose. Worst category, sorry. And then Sadie, also just like, it's overdone. It just like lacks creativity. I think it's a more classic name, you know, Sadie, it's cute. So it's not going worst category, but I still think it's bad. It just like, you know, doesn't tell me anything about your kiddo. And then, let's see, I think I have one more. I'm gonna go, I met Steve. Steve was a cat. I'm going good category. Any human name that's for an animal, instantly like 10 times cuter. And Steve was this like cute little like tiny little cat. She was a girl, very, very cute. I love it. I've met Chads before. I've met Brads. I've met Dylans. I didn't like Dylan as much. I've met Rebecca's. I've met Karen's. I love it. Any animal that has a human name is just inherently funny to me. That's going in the good category. I have a ton of names on this list, so let me know what names you like and how you would rank them in the comments below, because I'm just curious. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to do this again with you guys.